In with meteorologist Payton Domschke and the AccuWeather forecast. We've been talking about it. It's not too bad outside, but you've been mentioning those winds are really going to whip today.
The winds really are. If you need to air out the house, great idea.
There you go.
You'll want to watch the car doors if you have to go places. You know they like to fling open, especially in parking lots. If you're trying to maybe head to the grocery store this morning, it's one to watch out for. Probably not the best day for a ball cap either, but probably not the best hair day either. Just put it on back. You know, it'll just do its thing. We've got a brightening horizon right now as the sun will be up before we know it this hour, but the red flag warnings are back in place today, courtesy of the winds really picking up this afternoon. So not only do we have that, we've got low relative humidity. We've got the dry fuels. So for the majority of the area, there's still an elevated fire threat through Delaware, but they did end up seeing a little bit more wet weather than anyone else in just a couple of days ago is what they dealt with. The winds haven't picked up quite yet. We've got sustained winds up to about 23 in Redding, so it is a little breezy the further northwest of the I-95 corridor you are. There are wind gusts up in the Poconos close to about 35 miles per hour. That will start to taper their way further south as we go through the day, and temperatures right now are not too bad. In fact, a little warmer than this time yesterday. 45 in Trenton, 48 in Chalfont. We have dropped now through interior South Jersey. Tabernacle starting the day at about 39 degrees. In fact, Toms River has dropped so quickly. You're now at the freezing mark, and that's quite the contrast when you look at Redding and Lancaster right now at about 51 degrees. Through the morning, we will warm as the sunshine puts in its work. And today, Caroline, we're above average, but we've got below average, in fact, in that exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. I've got which day that is coming up in just minutes.
All right, Payton, thank you. To check on our forecast on this Saturday morning, Payton joins us now with a look at what's in store for the rest of our weekend. And not horrible. It's dry again, but I guess that's no different than any other day here in the Philadelphia area.
Correct, right? And we had clear skies overnight. And I don't know if you saw it as you actually were out to your car this morning, Caroline, but I caught a glimpse myself. But regardless of if you saw it or if you didn't, I'm showing you right now the November full moon peaked last night at about 4:25, and it is still doing its thing this morning. This photo is from Linda in Ocean City, New Jersey. A gorgeous photo. The detail here of this picture is just fabulous. If you ever find yourself outside, you know, really enjoying Mother Nature's weather, well, send us a picture. We'd like to see it and sometimes feature them here on air. Speaking of the moon, you can still see it from our attheshore.com camera. The boards are here, so it's not as you're facing the water's edge. It's in the opposite direction, so you can still check out that moon even early this morning too. It's bright. We've got high pressure in control, and that's leading to more sunshine, at least for the start of the weekend. I think we get more clouds to stream on in tomorrow afternoon and evening, but uniform temperatures, 63 today, 63 tomorrow. If I had my own pick here, I'm going with Sunday to have outdoor plans because there's going to be less of a whipping wind than what we'll experience today. Regardless, you can still get things done outside. I know that there is a St. Jude walk this morning at the Navy Yard. The weather is going to be just okay, but the winds are going to start to pick up. So temperatures are actually warmer than this time yesterday. We're up to 48 degrees for Philadelphia. 51 in Redding, matching that in Lancaster. The coolest location on the map is Toms River at the freezing mark this morning. So I still think you need the extra layer. I wore one myself into work, so I highly advise you still do so. I think the mornings still run chilly. The afternoons as of right now will be mild. But the reason the winds are going to pick up is because we've got an area of low pressure to the northwest. We've got high pressure anchored through the Midwest, and that puts us in the spot to really funnel in these northerly winds, and they will be picking up. I think gusts today around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Even by about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, we'll have gusts around 20 miles per hour. So again, if you need to air the house out, today is a great day to do so. In combination, we'll have the sunshine around. The call from AccuWeather for Philadelphia, about 63 degrees. We should be in the mid 50s this time of the year, so we're nearly 10 degrees above average. A little cooler northwest of the I-95 corridor from Lancaster to Allentown. Coatesville at about 59 degrees or so. Through South Jersey, low 60s with that land breeze. But again, because of how pesty this breeze is going to be, it may actually feel a little cooler at times outside. So a little bit of a wind chill factor. The call from AccuWeather through the overnight down to 40 for Philadelphia. It's still moonlit. You can see that near full moon status, and a chilly breeze will spill over to tomorrow. We lose that area of high pressure, so the winds back off at least tomorrow. But the afternoon clouds are going to be streaming in, and these are debris clouds ahead of a system, and that system does hold off until we hit about Thursday, and then we'll see some much needed wet weather around here in your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Temple's in town. We'll watch the kicking and passing game. 63 tomorrow with afternoon clouds moving on in, and the warmest of the entire extended forecast will be Monday, just shy of 70 degrees. So make some of those outdoor plans then on Monday, but I think we're breezy again too, so we'll have to watch an elevated fire risk redevelop for Monday. And then by Friday, highs are only in the 40s. We are really changing the pace this week. So if you like the mild air, the next several days are for you.
Okay.
If you've been holding out for Mother Nature to get her thing together, she does by the end of this week.
I feel like right now I have all of the jackets lined up because I just never know.
The light one, the heavy one, all the
Yeah.
accessories. You'll need all the accessories by the end of the week.
All right, we're all prepared then. We'll be right back. And the AccuWeather forecast, just love those views. There's nothing better than that when you're waking up on a weekend morning, grabbing a cup of coffee or tea. It's just so peaceful.
You can finally now open the blinds yourself. We've got that brightening feature to the inside too. Well, I'm going to keep the oohs and the ahs going because I've got a couple more views for you. This one from Camden, New Jersey, Battleship, New Jersey in all its glory this morning. In fact, you can still see that full moon right there over the city, and it is spectacular. So if you're up early, you can still check it out. Temperatures up to about 48 degrees. I think you still need the extra layer this morning, despite it being about 3 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. But down the shore too, it's been beautiful. We've had these pastel colors really taking on over. We're down to about 46 around Ocean City. The ocean temperature is now down into the mid 50s here too. And the winds, they're still pretty light, but the winds are going to be a huge part of the story today. We've got sustained winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. I think most noticeable right now in the Poconos, gusting upwards of 35 miles per hour. We are in for a windy, sunny, and dry day with high temperatures approaching the low 60s through the overnight. We're still clear again, so you'll be able to check out that near full moon. The headlines, though, and a takeaway today is the high fire risk. Red flag warnings are posted for almost the entire area today. We've got limited mild days as we go through the middle of the week, and we've got a big pattern change ahead. Caroline, I'll detail if this brings wet weather with it coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Peyton, thank you. So adorable.
Precious.
That face says it all. I mean,
Wow.
you think about it. A little kid goes in the store. Wow, everything is just so cool and just so neat. So it's awesome. I love that stuff.
I love it too, and I love some of our camera shots that we can show you because they've gotten festive too, Caroline. Our camera shot down in Ocean City, they've done it up, but so is Jim Thorpe too. If you're headed up here to maybe take one of the festive train rides, it is going to be one of the best things that you could do this holiday season. There are so many things that you guys continue to just feed me with comments and ideas for the holiday season because it's going to be my first one here in the greater Philadelphia area, and I'm so excited, but I'm also excited for Mother Nature to get her act together because that's the next big thing. It's mild for now, but much cooler air filters in soon, and I want to give you a preview on that because it's not today, it's not tomorrow, it's not even Monday. It's by the middle to the end of this upcoming week that we are in for a serious pattern change. We get this big trough to really settle into place, and that's going to spill some chilly air in our direction. This same upper level low that's going to spin and bring not only that cooler air for us, it also on the flip side is going to bring some much needed wet weather by Thursday. But as this thing pulls out of the Midwest, they're likely to experience their first flakes of the season. For us, we're not quite there yet, and the ground is still far too warm. Much cooler though. Thursday and Friday, here's a preview of temperatures. Our high by Thursday, right where it should be in the mid 50s, but by Friday, it may be the coolest day we've had since early April with a high just in the upper 40s. And as for now, our actual air temperatures for a lot of you are in the upper 40s, but it's about 5 to maybe 10, almost 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday, especially for the I-95 corridor points north and west. So really targeting some of our western communities up through the Lehigh Valley too. It's even 51 in Reading and Lancaster this morning. The coolest spots are interior South Jersey, Toms River at freezing, and it is just starting that sun sun is coming up, so we will begin more of the warming trend. But the overall pattern of today, based on high pressure just being anchored to the west of us through the central plains and the Midwest, and an area of low pressure off to the north and east, we are in a windy setup. Avoid spending a lot of time on your hair today. Hopefully it's not garbage day. If not, or if it is, you'll want to pay attention to where that trash can is going to go, because we could have gusts around 30 to 35 miles per hour. And because of low relative humidity, the dry fuels, we do have high fire danger. Red flag warnings are posted not only for the I-95 corridor, the Delaware Valley, but most of Jersey, and same thing with the Lehigh Valley. Elevated fire threat even through Delaware. So your high today around 63 for Philadelphia. Land breeze down in Jersey, so even down the shore a little bit warmer at about 62. A little cooler through the Lehigh Valley at about 59 degrees. The call from AccuWeather through the overnight down to 40 for Philadelphia. We're still very moonlit. You can check out the moon, and it's near peak illumination. Outlying areas back in the 30s, and through your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast, we match today's high tomorrow. But tomorrow is my pick if you're really trying to do outdoor plans. Not that you can't get them done today, but tomorrow you could actually do some raking as the winds won't be whipping as much, and you can consider maybe doing outdoor activities for a little bit longer, because this kind of wind is going to have a little bit of a bite as it comes in from the north. We're shy of 70 on Monday, but then I told you the pattern change by Friday. We're only in the upper 40s, so 'tis the season of swings. It's happening.
I cannot keep up. My wardrobe cannot keep up, and my hair today is going up.
Maybe Thanksgiving week will be consistent and we'll be able to figure it out.
All right, it's okay.
We'll get there.
We'll keep posted. It's fine.